people out today. How should I have this? Good morning. Taking a little walk today. Getting our steps in. I look a little because I just woke up, but I wanted to talk about something that a lot of people say, and I feel like everyone should know how the rules of the world work. There's this guy, he's blowing leaves. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Okay, I think we got far enough now. But what I wanted to talk about was the world could care less about what you like. It could care less. The world favors what you put the most energy towards, what you put the most attention towards. And I feel like a lot of people get mad at the world or get mad that things aren't working out, like the dating world. They be like, men are such trash, you know, they don't value us anymore, they don't take us on dates anymore, they're terrible in the dating world right now. And we say a lot of negative things about men, right? But if you know you like guys who, you want someone who cherishes you, you want someone who values you, you want someone who thinks of you all the time, who's intentional when they plan dates with you, who's very sweet, who's kind-hearted. It's windy today. I feel like I have to kind of shout. If you know that about yourself, that that's what you like, but you give more attention to how men are feeling towards you, that's all you're gonna get rewarded with. This world looks at our brain's direction, what we're thinking of, what's taking up our space. Have you ever had a bad day, and the more bad things keep happening to you, the more you acknowledge them, the more they keep happening? It's kind of like that. If something bad happened to you that day, and you take a moment to breathe in and breathe out, and you're like, you know what, that just happened, but I'm gonna have a good day today. I want this to happen today. I can't wait for this to happen. And you start thinking of these positive things you want to happen, the more likely they're going to show up. I feel like I talked about this before. It's kind of like the video when I said, be happy for no reason. Because it is just like that. The energy you're pouring out, the more the world is going to favor it. A lot of people are not thinking that way. A lot of people think, law of attraction, well, I like this, so why isn't it being attracted towards me? Because that's not what you're thinking about. That's why it's very important to work on your mental clarity, to work on your brain, your mental space, because it really does dictate your life. Those people who may have worked themselves up from the bottom and they make a lot of money and their business is thriving, their channels are thriving, they was there long before we saw it physically. They were thinking like that way before they achieved their goals. Like, it always starts here first. That saying where it's like, everything you desire, everything you could possibly want or you're working towards is already yours. It's true. Our brains, our energy works so fast that in an instant it can be ours. However, the world isn't so fast. The physical world needs a second to catch up. You can't just say, pair of pants, and you'll have a pair of pants on. You know what I mean? This world requires you to get up, go to your closet, get pants, put them on. But you have to decide that you want pants. I don't know if it's making sense. It's gonna take a minute, but you have to decide where you're gonna be first, and you have to stay 10 toes down on what you decided for forever. Technically, you can't just give it up. You can have days and you can doubt, like, man, this is really the right way to go, but get back on your feet when you can. We give up so easily once we notice things may not be working in our favor, even though they always are. You can take all the steps to grow your business. You can take all the steps to grow your channel, but if you don't think you're worthy of it, if you don't think your business is going to thrive, you're gonna see all the evidence of it not thriving. You're gonna see all the evidence of your channel not growing. But once you start and decide that you want to notice it growing, your money becoming more abundant, your life becoming more fruitful, you're gonna notice it. I said this as well. Our brains literally are here to prove us right. That's all our brains are doing. It's multifunctional. It decides on what we want, and it also proves us right. I saw this video of this dude. He was in a podcast. He was doing a video with another dude, and he was like, okay, so I want you to look around this room and look for the color green. Everything that's green. He gave the guy a few seconds to look at everything that was green. And then he was like, are you done? You saw the things that were green? And he was like, yep. He was like, okay, tell me something that was blue. And that dude was like, what? I don't know, I was looking for green. He was like, exactly. You decided on the color you were looking for. So your brain was only noticing the green. Mind you, there's plenty of blue objects in this room. There's a whole lot of colors around you, baby. There's a whole lot of colors. But if you're only deciding to see red as you're praying for blue, you're not gonna see the blue. If you decide today, I'm gonna be healthy, I'm gonna live a healthy lifestyle, I'm gonna be mindful of what I eat, I'm gonna be consistent in the gym. If you do that, watch how your life is literally gonna be like, wait, I do eat pretty healthy. Hey, I am consistent. Like, it's our superpower and our downfall. Because if you're not aware of it, it can feel like you're stuck in a cycle. Even if you get to where you're trying to get, if you're not in the correct mental space, you are not going to be able to hold on to it. You're not going to be able to see it in front of you, literally have it in your hands and hold it. You're not going to be able to maintain. The physical world could bless us with so much things, so many tools. If you're not in a mental space that matches what the physical world has blessed you with, you're not going to be able to maintain it. This message is really a really big first step. Once you decide, hey, you know what? I'm done paying attention to the things that don't serve me. I'm done repeating these cycles. I'm done noticing the things that make me upset, that put me in a frequency where I don't want to be. Once you decide those things, who's gonna stop you? You've already decided who's gonna stop you. And even when those things do pop in your life here and there, because it's a free world, things can happen that have nothing to do with you. Paths cross. But when it happens, it's not gonna have a big effect on you. It's not gonna take a toll on the trajectory of your life, because it's not something that has a big impact anymore, because you decided that it doesn't. Once you decide it's over, it's over. And once you decide it's yours, it's going to be yours. And if you believe otherwise, then you'll see that it won't be yours. This world is very simple. It could come off as complex, but it's really simple, and it's really just here to help us. Yeah. Gonna finish this little off the wake up workout. Make sure you get your steps in, stay healthy, stay abundant, thrive. Thank God. And I love you guys. Little chit chat today. Mwah. Make sure you like, subscribe if you like this energy. And yeah, stay blessed, people. Stay blessed.